Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one, and the shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Szoboszlai. Bellingham. Goes looking wide. Cucurella looking to run onto it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Valverde.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Alexander-Arnold. Foot in. Opts for safety. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. Now it's Szoboszlai. That ball looks a good one. Great chance! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Owen. Oh, super find. Del Piero! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And he's worked it through. He is through here! Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar! Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye! That is a diamond of a goal! The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
There will be
Donnarumma.
3 minutes at a time.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Neymar. Oh, it's come loose. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. And Del Piero! He scores! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football.
He takes a shot! And he couldn't keep it down.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! It's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And he was quick to react. Beckenbauer.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He has a look up. Robertson. Neymar. And he skips past his man. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Owen. Caught offside that time. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Bellingham. Well, played right into his path. Now given offside once more.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Van Dijk. Nice looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Del Piero. And they can counter here. Oh, that's fabulous. Here's a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Baresi gets a foot in here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on, 4 minutes. No, again there's no way through. Del Piero is onto this. Oh, he's burst through! Oh, really good feet. Del Piero! And that will be the final act. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Del Piero, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had.
Keep your eyes on your children during the match at
Any
all
reflections
times.
on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening,
today's
the skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. It's a threatening... Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And here's Soboslai. Oh, what a... Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Cruyff. Now it's Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. There will be a throw-in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. First quarter of an hour gone. So it is still 0-0. And it's Shevchenko. Shot a goal! It's there! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Quality ball. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And this is having a shot! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish. Well, it has a shot! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And Shevchenko! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Ernest. And here's Cruyff. Nice sequence. Cristiano Ronaldo! Del Piero. And here's Cruyff. Pedri. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. No way through. Cruyff. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Van de Ven. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Horace! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus, he has found the way through. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. And it's half-time here. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. The midway point of the game.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a 2-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Eder Militao, passing is crisp and sharp, aimed beyond the defence. Hernes. Robertson. Cruyff. And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
And the flag has stayed down. Hernes. And it's Ronaldinho. Shot, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lowe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And Del Piero! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Eder Militao. Van de Ven. Ronaldinho. Now there's a fight. Law! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he whips it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is number 21, Baggio.
He rises! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
He's had a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And Shevchenko! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Scholes. And it's DiMarco. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Oh, that's nice.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Robertson chips it through. Oh, what? Off the post! Hernes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona really will be deflated by the result.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's having a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Szoboszlai clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well-timed, excellent interception. Quality ball. Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Cleared without complication. And he's quick to snatch it back. A probing pass. Owen, Perez, passing is crisp and sharp, and that is a little undercooked. Played into space, shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He rises! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That pass has been well intercepted. Szoboszlai. Pogba. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Owen. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Owen. Szoboszlai has created 1 goal already. And this is Perez. Well seen, saw that coming. He read, and Del Piero! It's hit the upright. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And just a quick reminder,
That's
today,
been a
if you
decent
please drink
45 minutes.
responsibly.
Competitive,
Anyone
certainly,
appearing
and a
intoxicated
goal
or
each.
behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And so we're off again.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Short changes him with that pass. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. And it's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's an imaginative pass. He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Darwin. Croatia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it. He's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Batistuta clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Szoboszlai aimed beyond the defence. And the finish! Szoboszlai. Perez. And it's Szoboszlai. Messi. It's Belletti. And the return pass. And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's burst through. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Del Piero.
We have got
Number
changes here
21,
from both sides, in
Owen.
fact.
Number
Well, this is what
11,
we've been waiting for.
Szoboszlai.
Listen, when it comes to
Number
goals, Peter,
17,
in this team, he's
Perez.
always the #1 contender,
Coming on
and
the
he's done it
field,
again.
Number 15.
He can get that clear.
Number 8.
And
Dennis
that's a throw-in.
Lowe. Number 24. Bergkamp. Number 19. Eze. Substitution in progress.
Eze. Oh, that's a key interception.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Eze. And it's Bernardo Silva. It's a searching pass. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched.
Goes for goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 minutes to be added on. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's that. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. How would you sum up what
Just a
we've
quick
witnessed, Jim?
announcement. We would like to
Barcelona
inform you
really
that
were
CCTV
very
is
impressive
now
in the way they
operation
found
for
pockets
your
of space
safety.
in those key areas.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And already we're underway here.
Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Del Piero. That's been slipped through. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Del Piero! That's really well cleared. Del Piero takes a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Del Piero brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Driving forward. That's a good ball out wide. Raul going face to face with his great rival.
Lovely feet.
And that's been won straight back. Costa Curta looking for a runner. That is ended up in no man's land. Still goalless at the moment. Beckenbauer.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Mbappe! Mateus. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. He's going for goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Lovely bit of skill. Good, strong midfield running here. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Beckenbauer, he's played it long, pass somewhat off target. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick announcement, we would like to inform
So they head in
that
no
CCTV
further forward.
is now in
The score here,
operation for
still
your safety.
0-0.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's gone for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Fired deep, he rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. He's tried one! Magnificent from Mateus! A finish of true class! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. A moment that needed composure, and he had... Mbappe tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Law, and the shot! He's got a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion.
He's having a go! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Lowe clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Van Dijk clears. Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Isco, it's Isco!
There will be 3 minutes.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Isco! Another save. Barcelona have their second corner now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And time is up. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Law picking up the Man of the Match award. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Fernandez.
And Del Piero! Riker!
It's hit the upright. He's having a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a sharp pass. Driving on and making good progress. And this is Del Piero. He's going for goal! Threads one in. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. Takes a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real...
It's Ronaldinho! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority.
Now, he's had a shot! Off the post! He's scored! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Del Piero. Oh, nice touch. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. And Del Piero! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And they've got rid. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Encouraged the pass with... Oh, given away... Shoots! Oh, taken with style! Barcelona are back in business! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that has added a whole new complexion. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ronaldinho! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Messi couldn't squeeze it through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's being urged to shoot. And Del Piero! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
And now they can clear their lines. But that has not gone well.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Fernandez. Look at the space here. Del Piero! Big relief, it just needed better contact. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Looking to play him in. Drives it in. Rijkaard clears it away. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pass somewhat off
There will
target.
be 3 minutes added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's a player who has defined a generation. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Knocks it into space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Law is having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. Spread it left. Pings it up. He's got two! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
In he goes again. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key.
And a shot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Hullet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. Kokchu. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Searching pass he's played there. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Del Piero. It's a throw-in. And here's Del Piero. Adams wins the duel this time. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pull it. Out to the left it goes. Del Piero receives it in a wide position. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's good defending, very good defending. Del Piero charging forward, the ball at his feet. Goes looking wide.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vitinha, and they win it back again. And it's Hullet. He was under real pressure there. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Camavinga. Good read, needed to be. He won't be happy with that one. Hullet, a player of legendary status. Can he get it through? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that...
And we're done. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Szoboszlai picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfect.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Forlan. Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Short changes him with that pass.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Good ball over the top.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vitinha!
And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Dixon.
Del Piero. Isco. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the header! And he's straight offside. And the keeper's given it away. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona!
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0. Scholes. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission.
Can he latch on to this?
Oh, what has happened here? Shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kukçu. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Mateus.
Knocks it into space.
Decent chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held.
And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Neymar. It's run loose here. Rui Costa. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's fabulous. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to...
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's good defending, very good defending.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nicely weighted ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Just 5 minutes left.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Scholes. Now it's Isco. He can run onto that. That has been cut short.
There will be 1 minute added
Rui
time.
Costa. And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And now, to all members...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's made its way to him. Now who's going to be first to this? We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Roberto Carlos. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Scholes. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. And Del Piero! It's bounced back off the post. And he thumps it clear. It's a sharp pass. So it is still 0-0. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against... Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Over to the left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Owen. Now it's Scholes. He's having a go!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. That's a good run down the left. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played into space out wide. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. Pass somewhat off target. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Baresi. Scholes. Mateus. Now it's Owen. Scholes. That is ended up in no man's land. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
This is a lost children's
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Kindly make his way to the information centre.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Owen. Thinks one through. Soboslai. This looks promising. Here it is, crossed in. And
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cruyff, and that's really well manoeuvred.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's good press. Could be danger here. Great chance! Goal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And a chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's there to get it away. Cruyff. Oh, it's Van Basten. That ball looks a good one. Real chance! It's there! Into the lead once more! That was a given, it always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Al Nassr surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, great feat that.
Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Neymar has created one goal already. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That is good alertness. Szoboszlai threads one in. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we're done. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is... Shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos. Foot in. And it's Roberto Carlos. Del Piero making good progress on the right-hand side. Law picks it up out wide. Hullet. And that's been won straight back. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Del Piero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, smashing header! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Al Nassr are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Incoming bullish header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Raul. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bergkamp. Law charging forward, the ball at his feet. Law, he's going for goal! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Guardiola gathers from the goal kick. Raul. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. There is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are already promptly back underway. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Decent progress down the left. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Del Piero. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Raul. Bergkamp. And it's Del Piero. Roberto Carlos makes the interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Del Piero. And this is Hullet. Hangs one in. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Neymar. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Looking tidy in possession here. Knocks it into space. Out to the left it goes. In by DiMarco.
That's good defensive concentration.
Played it again. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Thuram. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Al Nassr really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's a promising position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Lowe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming.
Great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Bergkamp, number 15. Hullet, number 9.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Coming on the field, number 21.
Guardiola.
Owen, number 11.
It's Bernardo Silva. And
Number
here's Van
5,
Basten.
Ronaldinho.
It's Van Basten!
Isco.
It's off target and by quite a way.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, give it
added
away!
time.
Van Basten! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.